nearby Rainbow Flat, and Tristan Boreas joins us from Tewantin on the Sunshine Coast. First over, Chris, what is the situation this morning in Boban?
Well, good morning to you guys. You can probably see the situation around me right now. The situation is dire. It is a horrific scene for locals to have to wake up to and see here today. We got in just after the fire had passed through last night, and one local told me he believed that more houses have been destroyed than was saved. There were desperate scenes here yesterday afternoon when the fire hit the township around 2:30 in the afternoon. Locals calling to fire brigade for assistance and help. They simply couldn't get through. Trees down on the one and only road that gets into this township, and the fire bearing down from all sides. There's only one local crew inside, one truck, 5 men, doing their best to try and do what they could, but it was a losing battle. So much devastation on the scene here. We saw too last night police working their way around from property to property, trying to account for people. There were reports of some unaccounted for. We haven't been able to firm those up this morning, waiting on that news. But for people here in Boban, guys, it was a nightmare night. An apocalyptic view, the sky turning blood red mid-afternoon from a blaze devouring homes.
Just like that, we lost everything. Everyone's lost houses. It's devastation. It's like a bomb went off and went bang.
Flames ravaging this woman's home in minutes as she sought shelter in a nearby creek.
I sat in there for 3.5 hours.
In the creek for
Yeah.
3.5 hours with the dogs.
Yeah, with a blanket over my head.
Shielding herself from flames came too close for comfort.
It was burning just at the side of the creek, and then I went to the other side of the creek and it started burning into each other.
Others left to ask themselves a gut-churning question.
It's our lives. Or save our house. We had to save our lives.
Fire churning through bone-dry bush. The Rural Fire Service warning because of the wind, embers are being carried more than 6 kilometres ahead of the fire front, creating spot fires and endless challenges for exhausted crew. Just a remarkable story from that woman we spoke to that jumped into the creek, guys, to save herself and her 2 dogs. She said she pulled that wet towel over her head. She kept her head and the dogs' heads just immediately close to the water there. She could feel and see the fire get to one side of the creek, jump across her, get to the other, and then she sat there as the fires burned down her house. Horrible scenes for her partner, by the way. He wasn't with her at the time because he is a Rural Fire Service volunteer and he was out fighting those fires. Just remarkable stuff.
Rezo, that is just unimaginable, and she was there for 3.5 hours. All right, thank you. Let's go to Alex Hart now, who is at nearby Rainbow Flat. We can see behind you there, Alex, houses have been lost there too.
Yes, Mike, this is the grim reality that many residents in this community of Rainbow Flat will face when they return to their properties at some stage later today. The roads are still closed off here, so local residents get to come back into here. So we need to be sensitive about what we've been seeing, but we have seen at least half a dozen properties in this area that have been burnt to the ground. And such as the indiscriminate nature of bushfires, we see it time and time again. You look just next door and of course that house is still standing. In fact, all the houses on this side of the street, except for this one, are still standing. And what was, I guess, terrifying about what happened here is that the main fire front had actually passed through. This house survived that main fire front, and even when this was crawling with RFS crews last night when we were here, burning embers managed to get into this property. They took hold and this house was gone within minutes. Just one street over, at least 2 or 3 properties there are gone as well. And when fire crews came into here, it must have seemed like they were driving into the gates of hell, guys. We saw video post on the RFS Facebook page yesterday, towering flames either side of their trucks as they came into here. They were showered with burning embers. They were doing the best job they could to save as many properties as they could, but simply the job was too big. These burning embers that took hold from the fire at Hillville crossed the Pacific Highway and tore through this community. In fact, at one point last night, we saw a fire take hold, a spot fire in the back of a property, and there weren't any crews around at that point. We managed to find them, and they got to that property and put that out. A lot of residents were evacuated from their properties here, but some did stay to fight last night. We spoke to them and to firefighters on the ground during the heat of the battle last night.
Everything was on fire. It was indiscriminate. There was no prescription. There was just spot fires everywhere, and firefighters were doing a wonderful job trying to get around all those.
I've been here for 40 years, it's the worst fire we've seen.
The pictures are just beyond belief to imagine what they would have been going through last night. Tristan is in Tewantin for us and gives us an update from there. The blaze there near Noosa, we also understand, has destroyed a number of homes.
Yeah, good morning guys. It has. So far we understand that 2 or 3 homes have been hit by flames, but it is early at this stage and authorities are yet to confirm that. Now currently the blaze in Kaloiba is burning out of control, heading south to Tewantin, near where I am now. Overnight conditions eased slightly, but these winds are expected to pick up this morning and continue fanning that out of control blaze, making it just unpredictable for fires, and not willing to risk leaving any residents there. An exclusion zone has been set up, so residents in Kaloiba, Tewantin and on the Noosa North Shore are being told to leave now if they haven't already done so. A number of evacuation centres have been set up, and that is where most residents spent a very sleepless night here. Now, south of me as well, on the Gold Coast hinterland, an emergency has also been declared. Residents in Lower Beachmont are being told to evacuate to the Bicentennial Community Centre, and it's a similar situation in the state's Southern Downs near Thornton. There, residents are being told to grab what they can and leave. So, no doubt a very busy and important day for fire crews here and right across the state of Queensland.
Yes, as you say, Tristan, a hideous night, but difficult day today ahead. Tristan, Alex and Chris, we really appreciate it. We'll check back in with you, of course, right throughout. Wow, isn't that just moving? You can only imagine what that was like for those hours. Commissioner of Queensland Fire and Emergency Services, Megan Stifler, who was across this for us this morning. Megan, can you just explain to us how dangerous are conditions there today?
Look, Ali, we've had a really intense fire activity overnight. That Lower Beachmont had a run on that fire at about 1:30 this morning. That is in a leave now immediately. We also have leave now in that Noosa North Shore, Kaloiba and Tewantin area, as well as Thornton and Tyrone down in that Lockyer, the Scenic Rim area. Our firefighters worked tirelessly overnight, and we were experiencing conditions similar to daytime firefighting.
And so what are you expecting today? Are you expecting the fire is to get a handle on the situation, or are you expecting conditions to worsen?
We're expecting conditions to still, we need the community to be on high alert. Although the heat will be moving slightly north in Queensland, conditions in this southeast corner will make it challenging for our firefighters. We've got over 100,000 acres on fire, over 100 vehicles are currently on scene. That will build to about 200 fire appliances throughout the day. And what we'll experience is rapid, erratic fire behaviour. Our community really needs to be across our messaging on the QFES social media, our Rural Fire Service websites, and listening to their local radio today.
All right, thanks, Megan. I think what we can all take away from this morning is the extraordinary job that our firefighters do. Good luck to you and your teams there this morning.
Thank you.
I'd like to go now to Alex Heinke. He's in Tewantin on the Sunshine Coast. Alex, what's the latest information you've got for us?
Yeah, well, as of right now, this fire here burning near Noosa on the Sunshine Coast is out of control and it's unpredictable. So much so, firefighters and police officers have evacuated some 3,000 residents from the Tewantin region, as well as North Shore, as well, the Noosa North Shore. The only way in and out of that region is via barge. That message came through about 1:30 this morning, and the barge essentially has been doing shuttle runs ever since. The big headache, although for authorities, certainly in the evacuation yesterday, was the majority of people here in the Tewantin region are from nursing homes, from aged care facilities. They were put onto buses and taken to evacuation centres as this fire front continued to move and continued to swirl around as the winds changed. Those evacuation centres swelled within minutes, so much so some residents were getting turned around. We spoke to some of them last night. Take a listen.
There's stacks of everybody there. So we said, right, this is it, we're off.
It was a bit nerve-wracking, but you just do it and get on with it.
Basically, we have the clothes on our back at the moment.
Now, as of right
right now we are at a roadblock heading into Tawantin. Authorities not letting anyone inside. We had one man who was trying to get to his 91-year-old father at a nursing home. He was unfortunately turned away. Such is the danger happening right now in the Noosa region and the Bushfire region as well.
Okay, thanks for that update, Alex. I want to go now to Jordan Fabrice, who's in Beachmont in the Scenic Rim. And Jordan, we were just hearing there that people are being told to leave immediately. Do you have any idea how many people are being evacuated?
Well, Alison, there's hundreds here at the moment. We're just on the outside of this exclusion zone. I'll take you for a quick look around. You can see all of these cars up here. Well, they're all people that have been evacuated from the zone. Most have slept in their cars overnight because it's quite obviously too dangerous to go anywhere near their homes. This was the vision, this was the scene inside last night. It's quite terrifying. There's flames, a wall of flames there, metres high at the doorsteps of dozens of these homes on North Road. Police made the emergency declaration at around 3 o'clock this morning, getting everyone out. It's obviously too dangerous to be there. As we heard just before from the QFS acting commissioner, it's still an emergency situation here at the moment. I did get a brief from the incident controller just a short time ago. He advised me that at this stage there has been no reports already homes lost. So there's some good news, but still definitely a long day ahead for everyone here.
Okay, thanks for that, Jordan. So, I mean, as we're hearing there, you know, there's big chunks of New South Wales and Queensland on fire. There are also fears this morning for people in Western Australia. There's record temperatures are expected, and there is a thought that the fires could flare up. A total fire ban has been issued for much of the state as temperatures peak 40 degrees in Perth. Authorities have spent the last 24 hours fighting a fire in Rockingham, but it's believed the worst is yet to come. So stay with us. We have much more on this unfolding bushfire crisis, which is crossing both New South Wales, Queensland, and potentially WA this morning.